Okay. Are we good? Are we live? Everybody's here in their seats. Hello everybody, what's going on? Today we are doing Phoenix Wright Trilogy. We're doing the Trilogy of Phoenix Wright. We're on the last part of it. Not like the last part of it, but basically the last of the trilogy. The last other part of the trilogy before we move on to anything else. So, with that said, if I remember correctly, I'm trying to jog my memory. We have a unique case where no one has died. No one has died at all. We have there's a person called Master Mass. He's kind of like a phantom thief, stealing kind of like Robin Hood, stealing from the rich. And I'm not sure if he's giving to the poor or just giving to himself. But either way, he's doing it. He's doing things right. However, he has turned himself in because we believe he's being blackmailed, and his wife has sent us to him to be his lawyer, right? So, that said, let us continue. We have October 13th, 9:36 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 4. Hey Nick, what is it? Is something wrong? Nah, but did you see all the people here? It's crazy. Oh, so check out the Master Mass glossary I brought. You brought this where? From the little tents in the front of the courthouse, they have all sorts of things for sale. You know I'm a sucker for this kind of stuff. Master Mass publicity photos stuck in the courtroom. Okay. Come on, I'm guilty. Throw the book at me. Who's screaming like that? Oh, Mr. Wright, you made it. Yeah, I did, but it doesn't look like things are going to get any less ugly for you. Because I did it! I'm the criminal! Me! 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 Bro, I don't see how you got all that hair in that bun. Like, what? Can I look at that photo again? Yeah, I'm not seeing it, dude. You got too much hair to be fitting in that mask. Hey there, how you doing? He's at it again. I sent the calling card to Lordy Taylor, I admit it. But you don't have the sacred urn, right? Well, that's true, but it doesn't mean that I didn't commit the crime. Normally when I say of course you did it, I'm being sarcastic, but you... Yikes. Good, just chillin'? Okay, well I hope you enjoy the stream. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Anyway, I admit that I'm guilty. So make sure they give me a guilty verdict, please? Why do you want a guilty verdict? Yo, what's going on, dude? I need to know. Oh, there you are, Ronnie. Bonjour, sweetie. Oh, Desi, honey, bonjour. Well, actually, I don't really know why I should be speaking French to you at a... Why did he cut off? Why did he do that? So this gray part right here that you guys see, he just stops talking or he's muttering under his breath. But nobody can hear him when he does that. So that's why I'm cutting off because I want to read it, but you know, immersion, you know, he just cuts off. I'm just like, what? Leave it to me, Ronnie. I swear I'll protect you. Um, uh, you see, actually, can I tell you something, Nicky boy? I can guarantee that my Ronnie is innocent. If he's declared guilty, I'll be ever so cross with you. What you gonna do? Or like, what do you mean crossed? I don't know about this couple, man. This couple's weird. How did you two meet? How did you two get together? That's my backstory. I want to know how. So why are you smiling when you say it? Exactly, dude. I don't think she's gonna kill you in your sleep if you don't get her husband out of this bind. That's what she's threatening. She is threatening. Well, if you excuse me, I got some errands I need to take care of. Like, where are you going? I'm counting on you, Nicky boy. Good luck. To be honest, I really don't know whether Ron is Master Mass or not. But there's only one thing I am sure of. He doesn't have the sacred urn right now. Mr. Delight, it's time for you to enter the courtroom. For the time being, I guess I'll have to trust Desiree. I don't get it. October 13th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 6. Oh, dang. I thought it was 4. 6. How many courtrooms do these guys have? Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Ron Delight. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Who is that? What about the prosecution? Are you prepared to... What a stupid question. What did you say? Fine. Let me ask you then, Your Honor. Are you ready? Are you ready to pass judgment? No, I'm not. Wait, what? Judge? What do you mean you're not? I will pass judgment after I hear arguments from both sides. Oh, okay. Whew. I'm about to say, wait a minute, how you at work and you just not ready? Actually, you know what? I can feel that. I can feel that he's a judge and he comes to work and he's just not ready to work. I can feel that, Judge. You know what? I get you, but I understand what you were saying too. He was like, I'm not. Well, if you're not ready yourself, you shouldn't expect others to be. That's a rule to live by. Who are you? I am Gado, legendary prosecutor. I've never lost a case. Oh, here's another one of these guys that never lost a case. Ah, he's the one the detective Atney was talking about. Yes, your reputation precedes you. What kind of cases have you dealt with so far? Ha! None. What did you say? I've never prosecuted a case before. Then how you... It's gonna be one of these days, isn't it? My brain's exploding. Okay, continue, go on. Never? But you said you never lost before. Exactly, I'd never lost. I've never won before either. Quite arrogant for a beginner, aren't you? Even the mightiest of redwoods begin their lives as mere saplings. Yes, but a mask? In the court of law? Ha! Don't you know anything? No matter the man, we all wear masks, either on our faces or over our hearts. This guy's a real deal, alright, Nick. Why does it seem like all prosecutors are the real deal? So we finally meet Mr. Phoenix Wright. Nick, is he a friend of yours? No, I don't have any friends that call me Trite. Just who is this masked man? I returned from the depths of heck to do battle with you. Well then, Prosecutor Gobo. It's not Gobo, it's Gado, Your Honor. In any case, please give your opening statement. Opening statement? Those things are not fit for even dogs to consume. I have only one thing to say before we start. To you, Mr. Trite. Why do you keep calling me Trite? Hello? What is it? Why aren't you defending your last name? Are you familiar with the saying, a chain is only as strong as its weakest link? I wonder, how much you can withstand before you and your case break in two. Hmm. Well then, let's hear from the first witness. Oh my god, Gumshoe. Um, my name is... No one has asked for your name, witness. Ugh. The important thing is what you know, that's all. Start talking. We're listening. Y yes, sir. Alright, witness. First, let's hear about what you know about the thief that stole the urn. Yes, sir. Master Mass Crimes. Master Mass is a master thief that first started his crime spree 6 months ago. He's so confident that he sends his calling card before he even commits the crime. This was his 5th heist, and as usual, he sent a card to Lordy Taylor. His pattern is to always go after the most precious art pieces. That's why we're sure it was Master Mass, sir. It fits his M.O. to a T. M.O. to a T. Why did I say M.O. that slow? M.O. to a T. So then the actual identity of this Master Mass is... Mr. Gato, what are you... We're in the middle of a trial here, Mr. Gato. Blacker than moonlight. Than a moonless night. Hotter and more bitter than heck itself. That is coffee. I'm sure you can grant me at least this much, Your Honor. Oh, please, proceed. Is there something wrong with this man? Very well. It's only coffee, after all. What? You can't be letting him slide this early in the trial? Proceed with your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Well, Nick, what are you gonna do? As long as they haven't brought up Mr. Delight's identity, all we can do is show that it wasn't Master Mass who stole the urn. Master Mass's crimes. Okay, so let's see how we're gonna break this down. Master Mass is a master thief that first started his crime spree 6 months ago. Alright, let's get some more information about that. Have you been involved with the investigation from the beginning? Yep, nobody knows more about the thief than me, pal. It's true, I'm a Xavier, author on thieves. I'm sorry, Gumshoe. What? An author? He's written books about thieves? I think he's probably meant to say authority. The fact that this guy can slip through even my fingers show how good he is, pal. It's easy when those fingers happen to be butterfingers. Press harder. So nobody knows more about this thief than you, huh? You got it, pal. Except for maybe the thief's mom, that is. But isn't there someone who knows even more about him than the police? You don't mean Detective Xavier, do you? Who is this person? Xavier. He sounds German. His name is Look at me, sir. I guess I shouldn't have made up a silly name for him. What the heck? I guess he's not that famous after all. Anyway, it's true that he did manage to retrieve the last item the thief stole. Oh, I see. It seems you're not the expert you claim to be. Ugh. It looks like the thief is toying with me even now. He's confident that he sends his calling card. Have you seen all these so-called calling cards? Of course I have. Except, the person in charge of the treasure exhibit never brought their card to the police. So I didn't see this one until after the crime occurred. That's because Detective Atney stopped Miss Andrews from taking it to the police. Was the calling card that Lordy Taylor received authentic? Well, all the cards have one common identifying feature. We're not releasing that information to the general public. But you're absolutely certain that this card is real. Gumshoe can't say out loud, but I bet he's talking about the Master Mass emblem. Okay. This was his 5th heist, and as usual, he sent a card. It's fifth heist. And your fifth screw up, huh? Objection, pal! That ain't fair. Maybe you could say I screwed up 4 times. But this last time wasn't my fault. I didn't know about the calling card this time. You of all people shouldn't be chuckling about this, Detective Gumshoe. I just want everyone here in the courtroom to know something. If you ever get a calling card from this guy, don't call some stupid private eye. Call your local police right away. Got me? Wow, looks like he's really got it in for Detective Atney. He really does. His pattern is always to go after the only most precious art pieces. Art pieces, like what, for example? Well, his first target was the famous tear of Eggman. What's that? Some kind of especially salty teardrop? No, sir. It's a blue diamond. A single, rare diamond. Next was the crown of Bagara. You know, the thing that you put on your head? After that was the left hand of Hades, and then the portrait of Megina, sir. Detective Atney retrieved the portrait of Megina and returned it to the museum. And the target of his 5th and last robbery was the sacred urn, right? But isn't it difficult for him to dispose of such famous art pieces? You know what's tripping me out about this? Didn't they say that Look At Me retrieved the pieces and brought them back? That guy's looking more suspicious by the day. Okay, let's continue. Well, we assume he must have some underworld connections. Somehow, Mr. Delight doesn't look the type. Yeah, he's a little too sunny to be hanging out in the underworld. That's why we're sure it was Master Mas, sir. What do you mean when you say it fits his MO to a T? I was thinking of asking the same thing myself. I wish you would listen a little more closely, pal. First of all, there's a calling card we're 100% certain is authentic. Then, there's the fact that he seemed to know a lot about the security system. And finally, his target was an art piece. These are all part of the thief's modus operandi. And so, since this robbery seems to fit all those conditions, that's right. It means that Master Mas is behind it. Nick, it definitely looks like it was Master Mas who stole the urn. But there's no real evidence either way as to whether Ron Delight is Master Mas. But... Also, the urn hasn't turned up yet, let alone in connection to Mr. Delight himself. So even though we know it was Master Mas that did it, maybe for the time being I should try to show it wasn't Master Mas that did it. Master Mas is the master thief. 6 months ago. Okay. Do we have anything that can... Okay, let's see. I just like how he's just smiling. How do I prove that 1 a.m. When did the crime occur? The warehouse camera went off around 1 a.m. at the night of the crime. Found at the... Ron's wallet was found at the building at the night of the crime. Oh, the wallet. So confident he says calling cards. Okay. It was his 5th heist. His calling card. Okay, he's focused on the calling card. His pattern to always go after the most precious art pieces. This way sure is Master Master. Fits his MO to a T. the security of Lordy Taylor, I will be coming to the most priceless work of the art display on your treasures. Take good of your speckled urn, won't you? Master Mask. But how can we prove it wasn't Master Mask? It's either the camera or his wallet. I mean, he's right. He sent the calling card. His pattern is to go after the most precious art pieces. But why didn't he go after the statue or something? I am. Okay, well, I got something that can prove him innocent. I am so confused. Okay. Let's press him on something. Author on thieves. Press harder. But nobody knows more about the thief than you. Oh. Okay, hold on. So maybe... Okay, how do I prove him? Let me press him here. What do you mean when you say it fits his MO to a T? First of all, there's his calling card. Okay. Then there's the fact that he seems to know all about the security system. And finally, his target was a piece of art. Hey Digi, what's going on? This case is a bit whack, I have to admit. I'm trying to figure it out because I'm not sure. There's no real evidence either way as to whether Ron the Light is Master Mask, but also maybe for the time being I should try to show it wasn't Mr. Master Mask that did it. Okay, well I understand the calling card, but what does it have to do? I think there's a posted pic versus the security image. Well, I was looking at that, right? There's that. Actually, he got a couple of photos. He got this photo here. See the difference between the two? There's a difference? Hold on. there's a difference. Hold on a second. Wait a minute. What's this thing here? What's this thing on his chest? Okay. But how would I present that? That's why we're sure it was Master Mask that fits his MO to a T. Yeah, his little chest piece is missing. Where is it? Why don't we have it? But how do I prove that's not him? Look at the actual urn again. The actual urn looks like this. The other image. I mean, that's it. Priceless, but has no monetary value. Okay. I got it. Let's see. Let's trip this out. Wow, I'm surprised that worked. Okay. Okay, my focal point was like trying to figure out how to get the guy that take him. I'm like, because everything he said about the guy was true. I mean, he's stealing, right? He's stealing. I wasn't focusing on the fact that that urn. I already knew the urn wasn't priceless. I need to, sometimes you need to just take your time and read, right? Okay, sometimes you need to take your time and read because I'm sitting there like, how do I prove that he's innocent? That's okay. I got out that little brainstorm right there. Ooh, excuse me. Thank you, Digi. Also, at any point in time, if I randomly disconnect uh through the stream, I'm gonna try to get back on. But if I don't come back on for like X amount, it's probably because there's a storm. Just letting you guys know right off the bat, there is currently a storm. Yeah, there's currently a storm happening. So I don't know in case there's like a power outage or something goes wrong or the gust of winds knock down a telephone pole somewhere and I have no idea. I'm just letting you guys know that right up. Yeah, the storm kind of reached up here, from what Hurricane Debbie. It's pretty much been raining all day. It was raining really hard earlier, but the skies are still gray, so I think it has not passed over yet. It's still just kind of lingering. So yeah, if anything happens, that's probably what that is. Give us that rain. It's so dry here. You can take it. You can take it because I actually had something to do today and it got canceled because flash floods and everything. It was actually pretty wild. So I was just like, yeah, I don't want to go out on the road and get washed away or anything while driving because people can't be patient. Yeah, I didn't go anywhere. I stayed in the house pretty much all day. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm just yeah, 'cause they like my phone was going off and my Alexa was going off and all this other stuff was going off. So yeah. Anywho, let's get back into it. Can I ask you a little something, Detective Gumshoe? Just hearing the little in that question is making me nervous. You said that he always goes after the most precious art pieces, right? That's right, pal. But there's one problem. That's not what he did in this case. Their supposedly priceless urn doesn't exactly rise to the level of precious art. What do you mean? Nick, how can you say such a terrible thing? No, I meant from a financial point of view. I mean, it wouldn't fetch a good price. Well, Prosecutor Guido, what's the value of that urn? The appraisal I spoke to said they couldn't attach a price to it. And I mean that in the worst sense. So in other words, it was not the kind of item that Master Mask would normally go after. Ugh. Hmm. I understand. If I understand you correctly, Mr. Wright, you're saying that the theft of the sacred urn was not the work of Master Mask. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Actually, all I did was point out the contradiction, but the argument made itself, but... Well, first of all, we need to get this issue cleared up. Was this last robbery the work of the Master Mask or not? What do you have to say about this, Mr. Gatto? This coffee here is like my own special blend. I call it Gatto number 107. I'm trying to decide whether to cut down on the acidity or the bitterness. That's the only thing I got on my mind right now, Mr. Trite. What? If you're really a man, you should clean up your own mess. Sorry, but I don't get what you mean. If you're saying it wasn't Master Mask that stole the urn, then it must be someone imitating Master Mask's methods. A fake. A fake Master Mask? Fake the mask? That sounds ridiculous, but I like it. Now, before I decide on my coffee, I believe some proof is in order, Mr. Trite. Proof that that person who appeared at Lodi Taylor that night was actually a fake. I like this music. Though I don't approve of Mr. Gatto's behavior, his point is valid. Mr. Wright, we're waiting. It looks like I'm gonna have to prove it. I need proof that the person that Lodi Taylor that night was in fact fake the mask. Fun fact, there's a type of art that is done from breaking an object and putting it back together. Really? Okay, so I need proof that the person that Lodi Taylor that night was in fact fake the mask. So what do I do here? Do I just... Okay, so I need proof. But how would they know? Okay, I'm gonna present this one. The proof is right here. This looks like a photo taken by a security camera. But if you look closely, you'll notice something particular about it. Ha! Well then, why don't you go ahead and show us what it is? Go on, use this pointer and show us what about this particular piece is different in the photo. Okay, Dora! It's right here, of course. You mean Master Mask? I have here a piece of reference I would like the court to take a look at. Isn't that the publicity photo I just bought this morning? The problem I have with the security camera photo is the brooch on the masked chest. A breach? Here? Bailiff, get my steed. We need to retreat at once. What? Judge, please, guy. The music that you liked is called A Fragrance of Dark Coffee. Well, it's a nice jazzy little tune. I like it. I like it. I like it. A brooch, Your Honor. It's a sort of claps for holding one's cape on. Claps, eh? Ah, I see now. But the mask in the security camera photo. Ah! He has no brooch. That brooch is the same as the emblem on the mask's calling card and serves as his symbol. But the thief that broke into Lordy Taylor wasn't wearing a brooch. In other words, Master Mask is a fake. I've been fooled again! Order. It's true. Undeniably true. Detective Gumshoe, how? How could you have overlooked this? I'm sorry, sir. I don't know how I... Bro, who is sliding him that coffee? Hey now. If you're gonna have a pity party, invite me too. Mr. Gato, you deserve some blame in this too. How could you have overlooked such a large brooch? Ugh. The brooch you're talking about. Do you mean this? Ah! That's Master Master's brooch! Where did you find it? Well, I've always had a good nose for evidence. I got it at the crime scene. It was hidden in the shadows of a big female Buddha statue. Buddha statue? You must mean Amy Faye statue. Why didn't you tell me about that, sir? I always put evidence away in my pocket. After all, it's the safest place for crucial evidence. Bro, what? This guy is one cool customer. It's a little early to be shaken up, isn't it, little lady? Bro, who is sliding him this coffee? Like, whoever that is needs a raise, because this dude's down in coffee like crazy. That friend of yours left a pretty little hickeys on there too. What? Hickeys? Figuratively speaking, of course. I'm referring to Rhonda Light's fingerprints. What? What? The defendant's fingerprints all over the brooch? Order! Order in the court! Mr. Gato, let's see that brooch. I've grown attached to my metallic girlfriend here. Take good care of her. It appears to have been torn off some clothing. There's a little bit of cloth left on the bag. Obviously must have been a big struggle the night of the crime scene. Uh-oh. Phoenix, we have a problem. Master brooch added to the court record. Ah. You mess with Gato. And you get burned. He's been playing me like a violin. Well, Judge, I'm about ready to call my next witness. Huh? You're done with me? But I haven't proved anything yet. You've proven your own incompetence. That's good enough. That doesn't sound good at all. Bailiff, bring the next witness to the courtroom. Finally, time for the ace detective to make his appearance. Huh? 1 second is a drip of coffee. 1 second is one drip of the coffee pot. Let's hurry it up. Shh. Silence. Now I see. It's all becoming clear. What's clear? Xavier! The truth has once again been elegantly revealed to me. What we have here is a judge and a prosecutor. A coffee maniac at that. Am I correct? Well, yes. That's right. Ha! Not bad. Not bad at all. You're the first person that's ever been able to penetrate my secret veil. Well, Sir Prosecutor, let me introduce myself. My name is Look at Me, ace detective and rising star illuminating in the heavens. Boy, these two make a perfect pair. They really do. Holy crap. The bailiff or the unseen assistant? Or, like, Viola? I have no idea what's happening. They either be best friends or they tear each other's heads off. I've heard that on the night of the crime you were all alone in security detail. You've heard correct. My specially made monocle is worth more than 100 Detective Gumshoes. If Detective Gumshoe was worth anything, that is. God dang! Wow! Why was this guy all by himself anyway? There must be some reason. I'm sure of it. Well then, tell us what this special monocle of yours witnessed. What I witnessed. Don't come after Gummy like that. He's a himbo. He has his uses. Yeah, Gumshoe be crazy. After he slammed into that telephone pole for that one case. It was approximately 1 o'clock in the morning. Just after the date changed. That's when my nemesis, the infamous Master Mass, dancingly descended upon me. Okay, you're making stuff up. Just as I began to turn, the coward struck a fierce blow upon my noble head. Darkness swallowed me before I could land a single strike. When I awoke, he was gone. 30 minutes later, I used an emergency phone to notify the police. You tell me the dude just came out of the sky like Batman and just knocked you out when you was in the middle of a warehouse? Come on, look at me. Nobody believe in that nonsense. That's a bunch of hogwash. Come on, man. So you didn't get a clear look at the criminal? My specially made monocle never misses a thing. However, that was limited to things that fall within my own visual range. But of course, that's only natural. I fail to see why the witness seemed so proud of his performance that evening. Well, Sir Old-Timer, let me explain. We are not speaking of an ordinary thief, but the king of thieves, the great Master Mass, my arch enemy. That is what my instincts and my years of experience tell me. Very well. Proceed with the cross-examination, Mr. Wright. What I witnessed. It was approximately... So that would be 1 o'clock in the morning on the 12th, correct? That's impressive deduction, Sir Lawyer. You were on security duty that night. Where exactly were you at the time? A penetrating question. I was in the basement warehouse near the computer. Near the computer, huh? So, then you weren't trying to remain hidden, I take it. Up to this point, I have tried to remain concealed, while waiting for the thief. Yeah, he said the same thing yesterday, too. Gumshoe also said they've never spotted the thief at the crime scenes before. Precisely. That is precisely why I chose not to hide last night. I knew that by not concealing myself, I would be putting pressure on the thief. Looks like the thief was the one applying the pressure on that pigeony head, that is. In any case, that's when my nemesis, the famous Master Mass, Dancingly descended from where exactly? Well, from the entrance, I suppose. Where else? So in actuality, he neither danced nor descended. Someone please save me. So how is it that you didn't notice the thief? My eyes were looking for the thief's shadow, my ears listened for his footfalls. But even so, the dastardly criminal managed to sneak up on me. It could only be due to his subtle camouflage cape and soft-soled shoes. I hereby W Ace Dunce. Just as I begin to turn. You didn't see the criminal's face when that happened? Well, that's the difficult part. How should I put it? I saw his mask. That's all I can recall. That's not a very solid as far as testimony goes. However, fortunately, I had my third monocle, the security camera, at the ready. It captured his image perfectly. This should be sufficient, I believe. Well, as long as this photo is authentic, I don't see a problem here. Well, Mr. Gato, do you have a problem with the photo? Good. Then let's continue with the testimony. Darkness swallowed me before I could handle a single strike. Attacked and knocked unconscious, and you weren't able to do a thing. That's certainly some very impressive detective work. Well, Sir Lawyer, have you ever been suddenly struck on the head? Actually, yes. Probably multiple times I'm thinking about it. Huh? Well, actually, yes. By a fire extinguisher. And what happened? I was knocked out. Hey, you lost your memory too. You see, you have no right to look down on me then, do you? The only reason I didn't lose my memory was because I have more brains to begin with. Dang! He may have brains, but the wiring and self-reflection part seems to be severed. In any case, that was how I was knocked senseless, and then... That's how I was knocked senseless! 30 minutes later, I used an emergency phone. About this 30 minutes, my silver cord was loosened and my soul fled to the golden halls of Elysium. As usual, I have no idea what this guy is saying. I think he's saying that he was out cold. So, what happened during these 30 minutes? No one can say, Your Honor. That span of time has truly vanished into ether. Just, what is he going on about? There's something suspicious about Detective Atney. How could he not have noticed when the thief came in? Also, he said he was knocked unconscious before he could fight back. But that can't be right. It contradicts the evidence. Huh? Which piece? The real question is, why would he tell such an obvious lie? It was approximately 1 o'clock in the morning. As for my nemesis, okay, dancing descended upon me. Just as I began to turn, the coward struck a fierce blow upon my noble head. Darkness swallowed me for a second. Okay, when it struck, he was gone. 30 minutes later, I used the emergency phone to notify the police. Do we have anything about the emergency phone? That's just that though, the security camera photo. Hmm. It was approximately 1 o'clock in the morning, just after the date changed. But how did he just begin to turn? The coward struck a fierce blow. But we don't have any proof about that either. Something's not right. I don't like it. So what would be with the paint? Okay, so this is before. This is what he's talking about right here. It's almost 1. What would I be looking for? Okay, it won't be that one. It won't be that one. Looks like it was torn. Like it was torn off of some clothing. Huh. That's interesting. Okay, but when was the police notified? Alright, let me go. Something's just about. Okay. How could you have not noticed when the thief came? Oh, the camera records. He was knocked unconscious before he could fight back. That can't be right. Thanks for the hint, game. Alright, let me see. Descended upon me. As I began to turn. No, that can't be right. Yeah, someone's bothering me. Okay, it says the camera went off at 1. The photo. He's talking about this photo. Can I use this photo or should I just use the camera data? Okay. I'm gonna use the photo, and then if that doesn't work, I'm gonna use the camera data, because it's one of those 2 pieces. Just as I begin to turn, a fierce blow was on my noble head. But how could he have put a fierce blow on your noble head if he was holding this box like this? Not unless he threw the box at him. I don't, that's weird. All right, let me use this evidence right here. I'ma hope this is it. If it's not, it's the other one. This evidence clearly reveals the contradiction that resentment, Your Honor. What exactly the evidence you're talking about, Phoenix Wright? There aren't. I made a mistake, Your Honor. You're dumb, Phoenix. Mr. Wright, please think about the facts before you make accusations like that again in this court. I don't think that would win me any points with the judge. Okay, that wasn't it. Phoenix, you're dumb. This is the witness statement. It's clearly faulty, Your Honor. I'm sorry, but I can see nothing faulty. Unfortunately, you're dumb, Phoenix. Get out of here. Nah! Dang, am I... That's why we fucking unsure. He was gone. Okay, so it's not this or this. It's not that, it's not that. Okay, I was trying to figure that out, but let me see. Dang, let me see. Maybe it's the. dancingly descended upon me. Okay, not that one, not that one, not that one. Maybe it's this one? Dancingly descended upon me. As I began to turn, the coward struck a fierce blow on my noble head. Huh. I'm trying to think. It's not that. It gotta be one of these stupid photos. Blow to the back of the head. Okay, maybe I could be wrong, right? I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Dang. Oh, I'm dying. Alright, let me save here, because I know I'm going to mess up. I'm going to keep messing up, too. Oh my god. Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. Hey, Vico, what's going on? 30 minutes later, I used an emergency phone to notify the police. About this 30 minutes. Thanks for the follow, Vico. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on down here. My silver cord was loosened. And my soul fled to the golden halls of Elysium. No idea what he's saying. What happened during these 30 minutes? No one can say. Oh, I'm so stupid. I'm so stupid. No, go back. Go back. Go back. Oh, come on. That has to be it. There's a camera. There's a camera. I'm about to die. Oh, wait. I have no idea. I'm lost. I'm gonna just pick some stuff. Darkness followed me. When I woke, he was gone. Okay. Just as I began to turn, he struck a blow upon my head. Okay. How did he not notice when the thief came in? He also says he was knocked unconscious before he could fight back. But that can't be right. That contradicts the evidence. Which piece? The real question is, why would he tell such an obvious lie? Dancing descended upon me. Okay. As I began to turn, struck a fierce blow upon my noble head. Darkness swallowed me before I could land a single strike. So when I awoke, he was gone. 30 minutes later, I used the emergency... Something's not right. Nothing that he says is right, but I don't know which evidence it is. Oh, by the way, it's International Cat Day. Oh, okay. Well, happy International Cat Day. I used the sword and, nothing worked. I was particularly using it... I was using it here and nothing happened. But what he's saying was... Nothing was going... He was just knocked unconscious and nothing happened. But we know there was a scuffle. And we know that the brooch was, ripped off. He said 30 minutes later, he called the police. But that could have been enough time for him to stage that there was a scuffle going on. The camera only went off one time. So I'm sitting here trying to figure out... It moved on the night of the crime. Yes, it did move on the night of the crime. I'm gonna try it. I guess I got no choice. I'm about to blow up anyway. Let me see. Yeah, this paint right here. "30 minutes later, I used an emergency phone to notify the police." But I've been flashing this photo for like a hot second. Did I press everything? Well, I didn't press everything. Let me see. So far, I've been focusing on the camera data and the security camera photo, and then I hit this once. So out of these three, it was mostly these two, but nothing happened. I hit this one, nothing happened. I don't think, I mean, that might be later on down the line, but these things are not going to work. I can already deduct that. That's not going to work. This is not going to work. Statue of the founder. When I awoke, he was gone. Yes, he was gone, but you guys had a scuffle. Just press everything until unless you're told not to. Oh yeah, I'm about to die though, so I'm trying to make sure that I'm making it count. Yeah. Blow to the back of the head. That sword didn't work. Darkness swallowed me before I could land a single strike. When I awoke, he was gone. Tell me something about that. Attacked and knocked unconscious, and you weren't able to do a thing? That's certainly some very impressive detective work. Well, Solaria, have you ever been suddenly struck in the back of the head? Okay, well that... I was knocked out. The reason I didn't lose my memory is because I have more brains to begin with. You may have brains, but the... let's see. Okay, that's nothing. 30 minutes later, I used the emergency phone to notify the police. Yes, but... Okay. Okay, I'm go with this. Your Honor, what do you think? You're wrong. Dang it! Game over. That's enough. No, Judge. Ah, man. To be held pending trial court. Oh, Lord. I'm sorry. That one was a little tough. I know I'm hitting something wrong. Darkness swallowed me before I could land a single strike. When I awoke, he was gone. Yeah, but what did you do? 30 minutes later. Did I press that statement? Yeah, I hit all the statements. I have hit all the statements. Please think, Judge, I'm trying, but you guys are not making this easy for me. I know what the problem is. The problem is I don't know what funky item it is. I don't know the funky item, Judge. Dancing descended from where exactly? Well, the entrance, I suppose. Where else? So in actuality, he neither danced nor descended. Someone please save me. So how is that you didn't notice the thief? My eyes were looking for the thief's shadow when my ears listened for his footsteps. But even so, the dastardly criminal managed to sneak up on me. I can only be due to his subtle camouflage cape and soft soil shoes. What? His camouflage cape and his soft shoes. I don't know, dude. Your Honor, what do you think? I don't sure I follow you. It's clearly, you don't sound very confident. Okay, I lost that. I lost that one too. Let me figure it out. Now I'm determined. It's approximately 1 o'clock. So that would be 1 o'clock in the morning of the 12th, correct? That's impressive deduction, Mr. Lawyer. You're on security duty that night. Where exactly were you at the time? I was in the basement warehouse near the computer. Okay, near the computer, huh? So then you weren't trying to remain hidden, I take it. Up to this point, I've tried to remain concealed while waiting for the thief. Yeah, he said the same thing yesterday, too. Don't you also said they never spotted the thief at the crime scene before, so... Precisely. That's precisely why I chose not to hide last night. I knew that by not concealing myself would be putting the pressure on the thief. In any case... It was about... Okay. I mean, it's the data's correct. Yeah, but oh my god, this is not making sense. If he was by the computer, why would the dude be walking nonchalantly with a package? This one and security. 058 is 12:58 a.m., which is before 1 a.m. I was about to hit this one too. I'm thinking it's this one too. Evidence clearly reveals the contradiction. Ah, it's not that. Your Honor, how exactly are you this stupid, right? I don't know, Your Honor. I'm trying, man. Do better. I don't think that one made any points. Oh my god, what is this maddening? Let's try the camera data. Yeah, we got a list. We can't see this list, but it says the warehouse camera went off around 1 a.m. at the night of the crime scene. This is not it either. That's not it either. Okay, it gotta be something. It gotta be something small. Dancingly descended upon me. He was at the computer. Wait. God dang it. Let's see. This one's a little tough. Just to begin to turn, the coward struck a fierce blow upon my noble head. Darkness swamped me before I could land a single strike. When I awoke, he was gone. You tell me that this photo... The statue isn't there. The statue's moving. What was going on with that pink paint? This is the box. There's no paint on this box. But when we found the box, there was paint on it. Something's wrong. I couldn't land a single strike. I think it's the brooch. Objection! Got it! Mr. Atme. Could you take a look at this with that special monocle of yours? Aha! This belongs to the criminal mastermind, my arch nemesis, Master Mask. It is, in point of fact, the Master Mask brooch. It was found on the floor of the basement warehouse. I wonder how that happened. Ha! Elementary, my dear lawyer. Obviously, it wasn't glued on well enough. Not quite. It clearly shows signs of having been ripped off. A piece of clothing. Ripped off. Aha! We can only deduct. What is going on here? We can only deduct that the thief struggled with someone that night. That's the only thing I can think of. And there's only one person that was in the position to have a struggle with the thief. The only person that was on security duty that night, you, Detective Atme. Ugh. Got him. Detective Atme, you must have fought with the thief that night. So why did you lie in your testimony into the court? Witness, giving false testimony is a serious crime. No. Wait just a moment. Sir Otamura, don't talk to me like I'm living in a nursing home. I just remembered, Your Honor. I was just confused because I've been dealing with so many cases lately. The true measure of a man is the amount of work he does. That's what I always say. Nick, you can only handle one case at a time, isn't that right? You talk too much. Witness. So are you now saying that you and the thief fought? Hold on. That's quite enough, Your Honor. Excuse me? Save the big questions for that testimony. That's one of my rules. Indeed, I understand. Look at me, agree completely. Fight with the thief. Okay, so that one was a little tough. It was tough because I was focusing on the camera footage and the pictures. I thought it was that, but then I had said previously there was no paint on that box. Why is there paint on that floor? There was a sword that was bent. There was what else had happened? And then the guy brought up the brooch and I was just like going, "Oh, it looked like it'd been ripped off." So, and then I got confused because it was just the fact that I was thinking one of two ways. One, he was setting somebody up. Two, um that was him coming through the door and then he just staged everything. Those are the one or two ways that I was just kind of going through that process, and him coming through staging everything wasn't that process. Allegedly, I don't know. He could still be staging it. He could be mask to mask for all I know. You know what I'm saying? But his nose is kind of like doesn't kind of fit that mask, so I'm not really sure how that would work. You know? Kind of weird stuff. But I do think he's not innocent either. Something's wrong with this guy that I don't like. Um, you said, oh, the urn, the actual draw image, not the promo. We don't have the urn. Urn wasn't speculated in the promo. Yeah, no paint on the box. Yeah, there was no paint on the box. That means there was some sort of a scuffle. Because he was just saying he just got knocked out, no hesitation. But then I'm sitting there going, I was sitting there going, but what's with the paint? What's the deal with the paint? There's no paint on the box in the original photo. And then when we see the box, there's paint on it. There's a whole glob of paint on the wall. The statue's moved. Like there must have been some sort of a scuffle. I just don't. Maybe maybe they threw some paint. No idea. Anywho, we're moving on. Indeed, it's true that I looked away from the door for a brief moment. However, look at me cannot be so easily discombobulated. Unfortunately, the thief grabbed the weapon from the side and rendered me senseless. A true gentleman fights only with his own fists, but they were not enough. His fist blow struck true. Bam! And that's all she wrote. That's unfortunate. You got wham bammed. So in the end, did you catch a glimpse of Master Mass? Correct. It was during his third crime that he struck me from behind. It seems that my memory has become a tad jumbled, so to speak. Well, that's certainly understandable. I myself always get confused about which testimony goes to which case. That can't be good. A fight with a thief. The thief. Indeed, it's true. I looked away for a moment. So why did you look away from the door anyway? In addition to the camera, I had prepared a variety of other sensors as well. The alarm and one of those had gone off, so I went to check the data. That's when I went to the computer, elegantly, of course. So you were momentarily vulnerable when you were working on the computer? What should I do? Should I ask more questions? Ask about the sensor. What kind of sensors are you talking about? There are other places in the basement that someone could enter and exit from. There are an air conditioner, ducts, sewer pipes, and the cat door as well. I hooked up the heat detecting infrared and ultraviolet sensors to each of them. That's a lot of hardware. Was it all yours? Lordy Daily Department Store was kindly enough to provide the monitoring hardware. Naturally, the security camera that took the photos belonged to them as well. In other words, he couldn't have rigged the equipment, huh? That cleared up any doubts you had about me, Sir Lawyer. Not exactly. However, let's see. Okay, so, however, look at me cannot be easily discombobulated. Okay, but you were. What does that mean? Discombobulated. Young people these days, they really irritate me. They allow perfectly good old words to die until everyone forgets what they mean. Sorry, but what exactly does it mean anyway? Now I forgot. What was I saying? Jeez, it's better than an old people who forget what they were saying 5 seconds ago. Well, looks like we cleared that up. You can go on with your testimony. But nothing happened! Unfortunately, the thief. What do you mean by weapon from the side? Naturally, the thief had no idea that I, look at me, was hiding in the area. He grabbed the sword from the statue that was standing by the door to the warehouse. Sword? You mean the sword that was all twisted up like a tree branch? Correct. Fortunately for me, the blade was not sharp. Okay, so he is talking about the ceremonial sword, because I am not going to go throughout this word. Sicho. I did it anyway. So the thief armed himself with a sword. And what about yourself, witness? A true gentleman fights only with his own fist. He's lying. He's lying. You had that much faith in your own fighting abilities. But of course, in college I was the second in charge of the boxing club, but you wasn't first. I'm sorry, I failed to find that appropriately impressive. However, my opponent in the ring this time was my arch nemesis, Master Mask. This guy is a real piece of work. His first blow struck true. Bam! Can you tell us a little more about what happened? My opponent was both powerful and vicious. You might say he was powerlicious. Yeah, we'll go with that. Powerlicious? I assume the Acme fighting stance was a sudden flash of light, but a sudden flash of light blinded me. That, of course, was checkmate. My opponent had bested me. What do I do now? Should I ask more about this? Yes, you were blinded. The Acme fighting style. So what was this flash of light that blinded you? I was bathed in a golden light. It seemed like it come from the statue of a woman. A statue of Amy Faye, I'm guessing. That wasn't very much help at all. What do you think, Nick? Well, there's one thing that I'm absolutely sure of now. Yeah? What is it? This look at me guy. He's definitely hiding something. But why? I think I'm starting to figure out what really happened that night. And about the true nature of this detective. Yes, indeed. I looked away from the door for a brief moment. Bruh. So, where's that? Okay, he's security. Let me ask about the computer. So, did that computer belong to the Lodi Taylor as well? Correct. Well, except for the program that manages the data. That was specially designed by me. Look at me. In that case, he could have easily manipulated the data. That's true. Was wrong, Soloya. However, look at me. Okay, hold on. There was the this one right here. You had that much faith in your own fighting abilities. But of course, in college. Oh, this one. Can you tell us a little more about what happened? Ask him about his fighting style. I need to know. What is this at me fighting style? I'm sorry, but that's a trade secret. I can't say anymore. But I suppose I can tell you if I absolutely must. He's gonna tell us anyway. The main thing is to put your back to a wall. That way, no one can get behind you. How did he get behind him? That's it? That's the at me fighting style? Well, Mr. Wright, what about that testimony? It's very important. Of course, it's very important. We learned the detective's secret technique after all. Yes, indeed. I'll remember to use it for if I ever take a walk alone late at night. Why the heck is he eyeballing me like that? It's creeping me out. Now then, witness. We'll go ahead and add that to the secret information to the official testimony. Gotcha! I put my back to the wall to fight, but the thief blow landed upon my third eye. What third eye is he talking about? Where is this third eye you're talking about? Oh, it's right between my right and left eyebrows. Huh? It's quite invisible to the unenlightened. You may call it the forehead if you like. Why didn't you just say that in the first place? So, lawyer, it looks like creases of your own forehead are getting deeper. So, Mr. Adme got hit on the forehead then? That's what he says. I got a funny feeling about that. Actually, so do I. Well, what do you think, Nick? Well, there's one thing that I'm absolutely sure of now. Yeah? What is it? This look at me guy. He's definitely hiding something. But why? I think I'm starting to figure out what really happened that night. And about the true nature of this detective. I put my back to the wall to fight, but the thief's blow landed upon my third eye. He's saying that the thief hit him right smack dab on the forehead. Objection! Detective Atme, your testimony is crumbling like a house of cards. What fun is this, Sir Lawyer? Is it truly a pleasure to cross swords with you? And now, once again, you have thrown down the gauntlet at my armored feet. I believe this is what you said yesterday. No, the coward must have wormed his way through somewhere besides the door. Then my arch-nemesis struck me on the head from behind with this gruesome item here. From behind, huh? But just now you just testified that he struck you on the forehead. I hardly think you could ever forget where you were hit on the head. Ugh, it seems I've made another mistake. Hey doll, how's it going? That man has a magnifying glass in his eye. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. And we have no idea why. Detective Atme, that's not the only strange part of your testimony. What do you mean by that? For example, the very fact that you hid the calling card from the police itself is strange. It's almost as if you were afraid they were going to help with security. Geniuses as myself have always been misunderstood. How sad. That's wrong.
Objection!
Whoa! To, is human, to forgive divine. That dude's voice was so deep. Oh my god! He is totally suspicious? Yes, he is. Humans aren't machines. They have souls, feelings. They live, they die, they love, they hate, and yes, they even make mistakes. Guy, if you don't get out of here. Hey, hold on. It's not as pretty as that. Really? Then what is it like then? Always chase the riddle down to the end. That's one of my rules. This is it. Oh, this is it? Hold on, let me save. Cause my clown fiesta behind about to fail something. When he says this is it, I'm just like, oh no. This might just be my chance to turn things around. Mr. Wright, what exactly is that you're asserting? Very well, Your Honor. The defense asserts that this Mr. Abney is a fake. That Mr. Abney is no ace detective. Mr. Abney is Master Mask. Oh, these are actually a little harder now. Hold on. I mean, he could not. Mr. Abney is a fake? No, I think Mr. Abney is no ace detective. Cause what did he really solve? Right? I mean, oh my god. Okay. I'm about to go bonkers here. Mr. Abney is no ace detective. I mean, they said he was an ace detective. This Mr. Abney is a fake? I think that the middle one is wrong. Mr. Abney is Master Mask. I'ma go with he's no ace detective. The truth is, this witness is no ace detective at all. So then what exactly are you saying that I am? Well, an average detective? I hardly see the relevance of that. What are you doing, Nick? Weren't you going to go on the attack? I was just planning on it, but it looks like I'm the one who got attacked instead. Think harder next time. Oh, he blew me up. Mr. Wright, what exactly is that you're asserting? Very well then, Your Honor. Mr. Abney is Master Mask! The answer is simple. It's all clear to me now. Detective Luke Acme, true identity is actually Master Mask. Whoa! Order! Order in the court! Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? There are too many unnatural parts in Mr. Acme's story. He says he was hiding at the crime scenes, which is why no one ever saw him there. And then, his last case, he managed to outperform Detective Gumshoe and the entire police force to miraculously retrieve the stolen treasure? That's because I analyzed the crime scene data and made a exquisitely elegant deduction. I picked up clues that the police overlooked in order to arrive at... Oh, please. The explanation is far simpler than that, Detective Acme. The truth is that you are in fact Master Mask. Ugh! But Mr. Wright, this photo, it clearly shows Master Mask. The security camera belongs to Lordy Taylor department store. He shouldn't have been able to manipulate it. He didn't need to manipulate it. He gained access to the warehouse under the pretense of providing security. Then he simply dressed up as the thief and stole the urn. So, the ace detective is actually an ace thief? Yes! Is this true, witness? Holy Master Mass MMO is pure genius, so am I. Look at me, ace detective. Bro, what? You're very clever to have come such to a conclusion. I am impressed, Sir Lawyer. What? Witness, you're admitting it? Nick, now's your chance. Yes, time to put the last nail in the coffin, in this guy's coffin. Detective at me. When you assume the...
Objection.
Stop. Godal's Blend. Number 102. My personal favorite. Bro, did you just throw a cup of coffee at me? What if that was hot? Mr. Gatto. The ace detective is actually an ace thief. I smell a best-selling novel. There's only one problem. It simply isn't true. But Mr. Gatto, Mr. Wright has made some very strong points tonight. I will admit my opponent has woven a compelling narrative out of the whole cloth. But it is, in fact, nothing more than a patchwork quilt, Mr. Wright. If this detective really is the thief, then show us the proof of your claim. But it had better be as hot as perfect as the coffee dripping down your face. Bro, Phoenix is stunned. I am stunned that he even threw that in my face. Well, Mr. Wright, don't just stand there. This court would like to see the decisive proof you have. Quickly. Well, let me save, because apparently I'm just getting coffee thrown at me and nobody's getting put in contempt in court. Nothing, you know. Like, I get whipped, I get coffee thrown at me, I get slapped, I get hit by a fire extinguisher. Nobody does nothing to defend me. Like, at all. Like, what's going on here? Huh? Oh, yes, of course. What's the big rush? Are you alright, Nick? Atme looks pretty rattled right now. I'd like to finish this right now if I can. But can I really do it? The decisive evidence that proves Mr. Look at Me is, in fact, Master Mask has yet to be found, right? I mean, it has yet to be. Oh wait, but he knew where it was on the table. This thing right here. Blackmail letter. If you don't want your true identity revealed to the world, come to KB Security. I want it. Could I use that? If you don't, I'll take that red diamond you received the other day instead. Could I use the blackmail letter? Let's try it. I don't think we got any precise... This. Can we use this? It's right here. As usual, the defense comes prepared, Your Honor. Very well then. Let's see what you got. Please present proof that Master Mass is actually Mr. Look at Me. Hey, Defensors! Domain! Welcome to the stream. You can do it, I believe. I think. I hope this is it. Welcome to the stream. I think this might be it. I don't know if it is though, but I'm gonna go with my gut feeling because... Yes? Here's your proof. What do you think, Mr. Godot? It looks to me like Mr. Trite is still a mite sleepy. Oh no. Perhaps he'd like a big mug of my special Godot blend. Well, no thanks. I'm fine, really. Ah, it didn't work. What do I do now? Another mistake like that and I'm through. Without some decisive evidence, I could be risking everything. Okay, well, I don't have a thing because I don't know what. I thought that would have. Oops. I thought that would have been it. I mean, honestly, the only thing that's different. Honestly, I'm gonna tell you guys. These lips are not the same. And the nose. Like, I can see him squeezing in here, but I can't see the hair squeezing in here. So he's got like a nice hair habit going on for him. This it's the lips. Nobody's matching this dude's lips. Like, nobody's matching this dude's lips. Like, I mean, I could probably match it better than, like, yeah, that looks like I'm mask to mask. These guys? No, not at all. I don't have nothing. I don't have nothing, Your Honor. Proof? Of course I've got nothing. Ha! Just what I thought. A man's gotta hold his head up high no matter how bad things get, after all. I see. I thought perhaps you had some evidence to back up your assertion. This is no good. I've got to stay on the attack. I'll never get another chance to prove this guy's the thief. Don't give up, Nick. Think harder. Try again. It's no good. I'm just not ready yet. But are you going to just give up and let us lose this? So, you come to your senses, have you, Mr. Lawyer? I can't think of a counterattack at all. It seems the cloud of suspicion surrounding this witness has lifted. Mr. Gada, if you have anything further to add, that... Who? Who are you? That doesn't really matter right now, does it? Mr. Delight, what are you doing here? Nicky boy, the thing is you've been looking for... I think I found it. Did she break into his house? Did this woman break into this dude's house? You're Master Mass. You have to be Master Mass. You mean that bag? No, not the bag. What's in the bag? Well... Wait, she fixed it too? That's... The sacred urn, Nick! It's the urn! Order! Order! Order, you, madame! That urn, where did you find it? You'll never believe it. It was in the office of Mr. Fancy Pants, Ace Detective. Look at me. Oh, Desiree, you're the best! Sacred urn updated to the court. Look at me has pink splotches all over it. Well, how do you explain that one, Mr. Atme? Even you are going to have a hard time weaseling out of this one.
Objection.
Bro, this dude's voice is so deep. God dang. Huh. Pathetic. Mr. Gada, do you have something you wish to say? Yes, Your Honor. It simply amazes me how quickly times change. The old days a man was taken by his word is truly sad. You're still denying that Mr. Atme was involved? Before casting aspirations at the Detective Atme, considered the young lady here. Your name is Desiree. Desiree Delight, is that correct? Yes, what about it? Ha! How charming. The lengths that a woman is willing to go to save her husband is truly inspiring. What are you insinuating? As the wife of a criminal, you could have discovered that stolen urn anywhere, including the office of the good detective here. So you found the urn. What does that prove? It certainly doesn't prove where the urn was before you found it. What? I just brought it here from the detective's office. Please, madame. This town is already filled to the brim with lies. Any more could only compound the tragedy we have been witness to. You're wrong. I would never do such a thing. Mr. Light. Please, Nicky boy, you've got to help me talk some sense into these people. There must be some way. I've got to prove that urn was actually in Atme's detective agency. This is intense, guys. This is intense. Show fingerprints on the urn. But wasn't he wearing gloves? He's wearing gloves, right? Wait, is he wearing gloves? Show me this colored picture. Is he wearing gloves? He's wearing gloves. There will be no fingerprints. Okay, I can't prove anything yet. Testify about what I saw. What's wrong? Isn't it your job to come up with something to say? Nick, come on! It should be easy to prove. After all, we checked out the bag, didn't we? You're right. I remember doing that. Whatever was in there, it was hard and round. And smooth, too. Yes! It must have been the urn. It must have! But I never actually saw it with my own eyes. Atme walked in just when I was about to have a look at it. And even if it was the urn in there, I can't testify that it was. Ah, you're right! Ha! Looks like I was wrong about you, Mr. Wright. In this town overflowing with lies, there's still a single flickering candle of truth. Nicky boy! Well, it's true I never actually saw the urn, but maybe I can still testify about it from another angle. What about it, Mr. Wright? Have you given up yet? There must be some way. I've got to prove that urn was actually in the Atme Detective Agency. Show fingerprints on the urn? I can prove where the urn was by the fingerprints on it. Fingerprints, eh? Oh, come on now! Now you're really making me laugh, Soleil. Fingerprints indeed. May I go on? Good. Now, it would be perfectly understandable if my fingerprints were on the urn. After all, it was I who was guarding the urn in the first place. In any case, I am always in the habit of wearing gloves, as you can see. So unfortunately, my fingerprints wouldn't be evidence of anything. What about it, Mr. Wright? Is this witness fingerprints? This witness fingerprints would mean nothing anyway. Nick, what are you gonna do now? I've come too far to turn back now. Atme must have brought an urn back to his office yesterday, and there, I'm sure someone must have left their fingerprints on it. The defense proposes that the fingerprints of this person should be on the urn. Whose fingerprints? What are you talking about? I'm thinking her. It's either her or Pearl. Oh yeah, no, I think it's her actually. Hold on. Let me give you an important piece of advice. The one who keeps a cool head all the way until the game's end is the winner. Let me give you an even more important piece of advice, Mr. Wright. You are not going to win this game with that answer. Ah, come on! I'm just, okay. Wow, even the judge is making cool, snappy remarks now. Does that mean I was wrong again? Yes, that means we were wrong, Phoenix. The urn was put in that bag and carried to the detective's office yesterday. That means the person I should be fingering is the person who is left their prints on the urn yesterday at me. Okay. Do you really think there's someone who could fit the bill? Well, Mr. Wright, have you decided? Your Honor, please give me just one more chance. The defense proposes that the fingerprints of this person should be on the urn. I mean... Let me give you an important piece of advice. The one who keeps his cool. Ah, that wasn't it. No! Ah, come on. I thought it was her. Come on. Y'all killing me with this now. Okay. May I go on? Good. I've come too far. Okay. He must have brought the urn back to his office yesterday. Okay, so he must have brought it back to his office yesterday. And there, I'm sure someone must have left their fingerprints on it. Oh! I'm an idiot. The defense proposes that the fingerprints of this person should be on the urn. I'm an idiot. Let me give you a... Are you serious? Okay, so it wasn't Maya. It wasn't Pearl. It wasn't the director. The person who left their prints on the urn yesterday at the Atme Detective Agency. I thought it would have been Pearl. Think it over again. Well, Mr. Wright, what have you decided to do? Forgive me, Your Honor. I've decided to think the whole thing over again. No, there must be some way. No, the fingerprints. No, I think somebody's fingerprints. Fingerprints. Okay, let me think this through. So we have Maya and we have Pearl. Okay, I did that. I'm an idiot. Wasn't I touching it? Bro, I was touching it. I was touching it. I'm going through like 3 different people and I was touching it. I was literally sitting there touching it. I was touching it. I can prove that. Yep, let's go. It was me. It was all me, baby. I can testify. I'm a lawyer too. Yeah, come on. Let's bring it up. Let's bring it up. If it's not me, if it blows up in my face, that's crazy. Yeah, Nick, what are you gonna do? We got it. We got it. We got it, Maya. I'm sorry. My brain was just cooking. It was on stir fry. All right, let's go. It was me. So what is the fuss about the fingerprints anyway? Mr. Atme, do you recall the events of yesterday? Hey, Nick, come on. Open it up. Hey, wait a minute. We can't just open his private property. Don't be such a fuddy-duddy. This is an important investigation. Well, what's in there? Hang on a second. I'm taking it out now. Whatever it is, it feels kind of hard and smooth. Well, hello there. It's true that I didn't get a chance to look at the bag at the time. But I did touch what was inside. What? You touched it? And I remember it very well. It was smooth and hard. Well, that was just... Your Honor, I'd like the courts to examine the fingerprints on that urn. If my fingerprints are on there, then it proves that the urn was in Detective Atme's office.
Objection!
Well, even if your fingerprints are on the urn, it still doesn't prove when they were put there, does it? Of course it does. What did you say? It's not what I say, but what Adrian Andrew, the person in charge of the expedition, said. I polished it just until it was just about glowing. I thought that maybe I could make it look more valuable. If she polished it that much, she must have removed any and all fingerprints on it. And the only chance I had to get my fingerprints on it after that was yesterday at the Atme Detective Agency. Ha, this blend. Gotta blend one number 107. I've decided. It's a little too bitter after all. Order! 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 I accept the defense's request. Bailiff, take this urn and... Wait! Oh. Whoop! Excuse me. Wait! Wait a moment, Your Honor. There's no need for that. No need, you say? Precisely. I already know Mr. Wright's fingerprints are on the urn. What are you saying? Yes, I finally broken him down. Take a good look, everyone. Oh yeah, he's cracked. Unable to find a rival worthy of my genius, I was forced to create one by myself. Here I am, the tragic clown. This guy is nuttier than a fruitcake. You see, it was me all along. I am the one and only Master Mask. I don't see it, dude. I don't see how you master mask. I hope you all enjoyed my little performance. Well, Mr. Gatto, what's Mr. Atme's, condition? He's still in the lobby laughing insanely, Your Honor. I wish I could enjoy the joke as much as he seems to be. Well, it looks like the matter has been settled. I came to paroxysmally close the besmirching I came ferociously close to besmirching the record of an innocent young man, besmirching him with the title of thief. Nick, you were right after all. Yeah, I guess Mr. Delight really wasn't a thief. The court finds the defendant, Mr. Ron Delight. You're wrong! Wrong, I tell you! I mean, not exactly wrong so much, but actually not right is what I was really... Sir, you were about to get a not guilty verdict. Sir, you was about to get a not guilty verdict. What are you speaking up for? What are you speaking up for? Why are you speaking? Oh my God, what is happening? What is happening right now? Okay. Let's see what he has to say. Let's see what he has to say. Let's see what this guy got to say. I don't understand. Oh no, he's not. This can't be happening. Oh, but it is. The thief. The sneaky, audacious thief who's been stealing all the treasures. It's me. I'm him. I'm the one you want. I'm the thief, I tell you. So do it. Pronounce me guilty, please! Bro, are you trying to get divorced? Like, what's happening? I don't know what kind of kangaroo court you all think this is, but... Objection! The true identity of the thief has already been proven. So hurry and pass your judgment. What are you talking about? I'm already confessed. I'm the thief, I tell you. Mr. Gato, don't just stand there drinking coffee. Ha. Hey there, Mr. Thief. Yes, sir. You're really a man. Then clean up your own mess. I'm sorry. I'm afraid I just don't have any idea what you mean. If you're Master Mass, then prove it. That's what it means. Yes, sir. I'll be happy to. He says he'll be happy to, Nick? It's kinda cute. He's 100% committed to his fantasy. Good boy. Just remember one thing. A boy only gets one chance in his life to become a man. I know that. I won't fail, I swear. What is this conversation? Hello? Okay then. Talk. We're all listening. Oh, well, let's all have a listen to this confession. Master Mass identity. The truth is, I've been Master Mass all along. I mean, you can't prove that I'm not actually Master Mass, can you? I don't have an alibi for the night of the urn was stolen after all. I donned my costume that night and dancingly descended upon the scene of the crime. Bro, what? Look, you can see right here in this photo. That's me. As for my brooch, I snagged it on the door handle and it got torn off, that's all. I don't like the direction that this trial is taken. But this is somehow how every trial goes, at least with me anyway. Ugh. You're doing great. Stop it, Mr. Gato. You're embarrassing me. Bro, what is happening? Like I said, you're only gonna get one chance to testify, alright? But if you make it through with this with flying colors, I'll keep my promise too. I'll make sure you stay locked up in prison as the one and only true Master Mask. Thanks so much, Mr. Gato. I'll do my best. What? Hello? All right, Mr. Wright. I'm sorry. My brain's exploding. All right, Mr. Wright. I'm afraid it's time for the cross-examination. Master Mass identity. The truth is, I've been Master Mass all along. You may think you're the real Master Mass, but your wife thinks you're delusional. I haven't told Desi yet about my true identity, I mean. Please, believe me. I've got my reasons. With the way your room is decked out, how could she not know about it? Even thieves have complicated family situations, I suppose. What should I do? It sounds like we're about to get sidetracked again. I don't want to press harder. I just want to go home. I feel like I have to press harder. Okay, let's go. Press it. So why are you withholding the truth from your wife? Well, first of all, I don't think she'd believe me anyway. And second, if there's one thing that Desi absolutely detests, it's criminals. If that's the case, then why did you ever start thieving to begin with? Well, Desi is crazy about shopping. She's a real shopaholic. But she's the love of my life. Your Honor, I guess you could say I'm a Desi-holic? So you have a complicated family situation after all. Alright, that's enough. Please continue with your testimony, I beg you. I mean, you can't prove I'm not the actual Master Mask, can you? I thought you were going to be the one to show us proof. You know that you're the real Master Mask and not just some kind of obsessed fanboy. Hey now, that's not fair. How do I have to do it? Why do I have to do all the hard work anyway? Maybe because you're the one making this outrageous claim for a change. Come on, Nick. You know that Mr. Delight couldn't have committed the crime. You're the one with the fancy law degree. It's time to put it into work already. I need some kind of proof that Ron couldn't possibly mask the mask. Well, I guess if you had that kind of proof, we wouldn't be still here, would we? For the time being, maybe I need to shift strategy. Should I try to show Mr. Delight couldn't have stolen the urn? Anyway, I don't have an alibi. Oh! Hey! What's going on, Real Matt and God? Thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're enjoying my terrible voice acting, and I hope you're enjoying this court case, because this is wild. I don't have an alibi. You got no alibi. I've been a judge for a long time, and this is the first time I've ever heard a defendant brag about having no alibi. But I tell you, I was in the Lordy Taylor that night. No, that's too vague, even for me. To be more precise, I was down in the... Hold on. What is it, Nick? Where was Ron Delight when the crime happened anyway? If we can prove he had an alibi after all, this case will be a piece of cake. Well, you're right, but... Huh. You think you can prove that? Wake up and smell the coffee. Well, I think maybe I can. Mr. Wright, do you have any evidence that shows that the villain has an alibi? Yes, I kinda do, actually. I have the evidence, or do you think I'm still some sort of third-rate rookie? Oh. I've never seen you this angry before. I'm not surprised. Anger is the last refuge of the pathetic. I thought I was more confident than angry, but okay, guys. Well then, let's see this evidence already. Show to this court evidence that proves where your client was on the night of the crime. I mean, he was at work, wasn't he? This right here? Take that! Mr. Delight, this wallet belongs to you, correct? Ah, yes it does. I had lost it somewhere. Mr. Wright, when did you find a wallet? When you find a wallet, you should report it to the police right away. Ah, no, you don't understand. This is an important piece of evidence. Evidence? Mr. Delight, when did you first notice you lost your wallet? Let's see, I think it was on the night of the crime. But I know I still had it when Desi and I went out for dinner. This wallet was found at approximately at 1 a.m. at KB Security Headquarters. What? Surely you're not serious. Yes, I am serious. This proves that Mr. Delight was in fact at KB Security that night. No! So if the defendant was at KB Security at 1 o'clock in the morning, then that proves that he has a watertight alibi. No. Furthermore, considering the distance between Lordy Taylor and KB Security, it would have taken 30 minutes to get there by car. According to Larry, anyway. Well, Mr. Gatto, do you have anything to say? And stop drinking that coffee. Come on, Mr. Thief. Don't let this guy beat you. Tell him why he's wrong. You're the only one who calls me thief, Mr. Gatto. Alright, I'll try. I'll do it. I will. Excuse me, where's his wife? Is his wife in the building? Is his wife on the stands? Have her slap the ever-living mess out of this man. He's really got the Mr. Delight all worked up. Yeah, he's like a kid at his first day at school. Oh my goodness. Look, it's just ridiculous. Why would I have dropped my wallet at KB Security? Someone must have planted it there to make it look like I was there and not at the heist. Planted it there? He's really reaching now. Mr. Delight, you probably dropped your wallet when you took it out to use this, didn't you? The key card to KB Security's CEO's office? No! Ha! That's a pretty good try, Mr. Wright. Unfortunately, you've overlooked one small thing. What? Motive, of course. Why would this thief go to KB Security in the middle of the night anyway? Well, Mr. Wright, it looks like you need some more evidence after all. Ugh, this stupid kid. Now then, let's see your evidence. The evidence that shows why Mr. Delight went to KB Security at 1 AM at night. He was being blackmailed. Mr. Delight, I believe you've seen this before, correct? Ah, that's... What is it? A blackmail letter. That's what it looks like from the contents. Blackmail? Yes, basically it says bring $50,000. That certainly sounds like blackmail, alright. At the time of the theft, Mr. Delight was dealing with the blackmailer himself. In KB Security's CEO office, a full half an hour away from the scene of the crime. No! Oh, he freaked! He freaked! Order! 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 So when the thief left, when the theft of the urn occurred, the defendant was at KB Security. It looks like the perfect case for the defense. Objection! You may see it as a perfect case, Judge, but to me... Well, let's just say that my gut-up blend number 7 impresses me a lot more. Bro, what? What are you trying to say? You say the thief was being blackmailed by the CEO of a security company. But did you actually investigate the CEO at all? Huh? Well, no. I guess not. Accusing a man of blackmail with no proof? I'm not sure what I think of that. Not sure what I think of that. At least I know what I think of you. Good point. I'm not sure what I think of it myself. You claim that the defendant entered the CEO's office, but you will need at least one witness to corroborate your claim, Mr. Wright. Nick, we're going to have to track down the CEO guy. No, we don't have to track the CEO at all. What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? There's someone else who can testify. The person who can testify that the key card was used at 1 AM. This guy. Who is this useless looking young man? Okay, that's terrible. Who is this useless looking? Who? Oh my god, that took me out. Oh my goodness. Who is this useless looking young man? You don't remember him, Your Honor? Not exactly. But just looking at this picture makes the bowel start to rise in my throat. It looks like he doesn't remember the case from 2 years ago. He probably blocked out of his memory on purpose. Anyway, this man was working as a guard for KB Security that night. Oh? The question at hand is this key card. Yep, that's the key card they use in the building I work. According to the serial number, this is the one for the CEO's office. You needed to get into that room, and every time you use that card, it leaves a record. Yeah, it tells you exactly who entered the room and when. As you can see, there's no need to investigate the CEO of KB Security. We should be able to discover the truth by simply analyzing the key card's data. Blah! What the? Well, Mr. Gatto, the name of the CEO of KB Security is Kane Bullard. I was unable to contact him directly, but I got the keycard data here. So what does it show? Each card has its own serial number, and they leave detailed records of their use. According to this data, this card was used at 1 a.m. on the morning of the crime. Keycard was updated to the court record. But that means it can't be Mr. Delight dressed as Master Mass in this photo. Ha, it looks like you're right. 2 minutes isn't even enough time to brew a good cup of joe. So then? Ron Delight was clearly in the office of KB Security CEO at the time of the crime. The prosecutor's office is ready to admit that fact. Therefore, it's impossible for the defendant to be Master Mass. Good job, you did it, Nick! That's enough. I came to practically close the besmirching the records of an innocent young man, besmirching him with the title of thief. What's wrong, Your Honor? I'm ready to pass judgment. Before I do that, do you have any further objections? No, Your Honor. I don't know. Very well. The court finds the defendant of Mr. Ron Delight not guilty. Good job, Ron! You got a jail card! Court is now adjourned. October 13th, 2:24 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 4. Nick, you did it! You were right after all. Actually, I'm a little ashamed of myself. Nicky boy! Oh, Mr. Light! I knew you could do it all along. I believed in you all along, Nicky boy. I don't know how I can ever repay you. Aw, shucks. Thanks, Mr. Light. I just know I'm blushing. Congrats, Mr. Nick! Oh, pearls! I got a bad feeling about this. Who is this woman? Oh, she's nobody. She's just, You're blushing. How dare you do this in front of Mystic Maya? You should be ashamed of yourself. Did she just slap me? Ouch! She slapped me. Pearly. This woman is Miss Desiree Delight. She's our client's wife. Mr. Nick! Yes? You're even worse than I thought. Going behind the back of your own client. No, you got it all wrong. I'll never forget. Did she just slap me 2 additional times? Oh my god. Ow. A double slap. Well, anyway. All's well that ends well, right? We got the sacred urn back and the thief has been caught. You're so right. And it's all thanks to Nicky boy here. But actually, it was you, Mr. Light, that brought us our urn back. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Oh, please. You're embarrassing me. If we won the case, then why does this guy look so gloom? But I am the thief, actually. What's the point now? Sir, just enjoy your marriage, dude. What is it, honey? I did my best for you, Ronnie. I know that, and I appreciate it, Desi. But the thing is... Come on. Give the kid some time. He's just got a little touch of the blues. You know about that feeling blue, right, amigo? Mr. Gatto, what are you doing here? Oh, come on. I just came here to say thanks to my newest buddy. You, Mr. Trite. Why does he keep calling me Trite? Maybe you should learn my name before you call me Buddy. Well, playtime is over. Huh? Early this morning, the body of Kane Bullard was discovered. Kane Bullard? Where have I heard that name before? Isn't that the name of the CEO of KB Security? Wait, body? Estimate time of death was 1 a.m. on October 12th. 1 a.m. on October 12th? You you don't mean... Ah, no, you're going back to court, Mr. Delight. That's right, amigo. At the same time, that cheap little urn was being stolen. The CEO of KB Security was being murdered. So then, what are you doing here? Oh, come on. You got it figured out already, haven't you, amigo? Or have you already forgotten about that little piece of info I helped you out with today? Helped out? What? On October 12th, at 1 o'clock in the morning, Rhonda Light was in the CEO's office, the scene of the murder. After getting that blackmail letter, he must have been imbued with utter rage. What are you saying? Imbued with rage? Come on, don't tell me you didn't know. Rhonda Light was once an employee at KB Security. He was a professional security guard. An employee of KB Security? It looks like that alibi that saved him from being convicted as a thief is going to be a noose that gets him hanged. Kind of like an anti-alibi. No way. He can't be the thief because he was at the murder scene when the murder occurred. No, that's a lie. That can't be true. Oh, but I am a thief, I tell you. Rhonda Light, you're going back to prison. Again. This time, the charge is much more serious. This time, you'll be tried for murder. What? This is impossible! I'm looking forward to another exciting showdown, Mr. Wright. You and I aren't with each other yet. Aren't through with each other yet. Why did I say aren't with each other yet? Ah, hit myself in the face a few times. You and I aren't through with each other yet. Surely you won't back down from a challenge. You've never been a coward. Mr. Nick, there's something personal. Is there something personal between you two? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I've returned from the depths of heck to do battle with you. At least let me have some fun while I'm here. This guy, who the heck is he? He may be quiet, but he's the most dangerous enemy I've faced. Well then, time to say goodbye to Mr. Delight. Man, why didn't that dude just keep his mouth shut? If that dude just kept his mouth shut, he would've been scot-free. Now we gotta save him from being a murderer. I hope he didn't murder that guy. Hey, Opium, how you doing? Of course someone died. Yeah, of course somebody has died. Yeah, somebody has died again. Somebody has died again. God dang it. We had a case where nobody died, and then it flipped over around, and then somebody died. God dang it. Nick, how could this be happening? Right in front of our very eyes, our client has been arrested for murder. And the one who established his presence at the scene was me. Yeah, Roddy! Arrested for murder on the very same day he declared innocence of larceny. What the heck is going to happen next? To be continued. I just installed a new TV, oh, terabyte SSD, so downloading more games again. That's how I be doing. Okay. Be doing great then. Whew. Alright guys, that was pretty intense. That was a pretty intense, that was a pretty intense court case. It's only 9 o'clock. Hmm. Ugh. Trying to see if I... Dang, I'm curious, but I might have to stop. What do you guys think of the court case so far? Do you think Mr. Delight did it? Do you think this Mr. Delight did it? For those of you who don't know what's going on, this is called Phoenix Wright. We are on the trilogy. We're on the last, well, not the last part of the trilogy. We're on the last trilogy, but we're not like throughout done with like the whole, you know, thingamajigs. We're not done with all the cases and stuff. So this case that we got into got a little bit messy. So far we were trying to figure out who stole this urn. We got a guy called Mr. Light. He's calling himself Master Mass. He's been stealing because his wife is a big spender. She likes to go on a big spending spree, so he needs money. He needs money in order to keep his wife happy because he's a wifeaholic. He loves his wife. Okay, cool. Um, maybe he could have had a discussion with her, or maybe just kind of toning down her spending habits. But I felt like that probably would have happened. Maybe would have got divorced down the line. But it seems like she hates criminals, and he's a criminal currently. And so now he's being arrested again. So she's doing everything in her power to make sure that he did not, um, that he's not going to jail. I think she truly cares for her husband, but the guy seems to have a couple of skeletons in his closet. I'm hoping he didn't. I'm hoping he didn't kill this guy because I think his wife is a really good person. That would honestly suck. That would seriously suck. Um, that her husband's going to jail. Um, I'm trying to see if I want to try to squeak in a few more games. I don't honestly, I don't truthfully, I don't really want to push forward any more than I am currently right now. I'm already kind of close to my 3 hour marker anyway. So, I'm trying to see how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try to stream. No, because if I try to stream the investigation part, then I'm gonna be gone for a whole week, and then we'll kind of be back to where we were. So, after this whole entire week is up, I will be streaming. We'll be continuing with this court case of Phoenix Wright again. I decided I'm gonna do it like that. So we kind of have a marker and we kind of can kind of pick things up and kind of piece things together as we go. So ultimately we will just stop here. I hope you guys enjoyed my terrible voice acting. My voice is actually kind of strained, because I think that's the first time I probably did uh, quote unquote, three separate voices. At least in my head, that's how it sounded like it was going. And I kind of strained my voice a little bit, so I will probably end up stopping anyway. Um, I will be streaming tomorrow. Tomorrow will be my last day I'll be streaming, because Saturday I got stuff to do, and then I won't be there Sunday, and then Monday I will not be there for like the entire week until like the week after next. So basically, after this kind of not not basically this how do I explain it? Let me pull this up. Basically, somewhere around the 20th of August, I will be back, but I will be trying to make videos and all that stuff in between. Let's get some music going on here because I don't like standing in absolute silence. So yeah, we'll do that. We'll stop here for today, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed the Phoenix Wright. We'll pick up like sometime around the 20th for Phoenix Wright. Probably not exactly when I come back, because when I come back, I'm probably gonna be super exhausted from dealing with shenanigans from work. Um, and then we'll just kind of piece everything together from there. Anywho, if you liked anything, um, drop a like, drop a follow, drop a sub. You can do it after the stream, you can do it during the stream. It don't matter. I appreciate anything that you guys kind of give out as support. Share. Whatever you guys want to do, you guys are grown. You guys do what you do. I appreciate anything that you guys, all the support that I got. For those who have followed and commented and chatted with me on the stream, I appreciate you guys. Real Matt and God, thanks for following. And Opium, we're gonna have to play some games, Opium. We're gonna have to play some games. I was talking to Supreme. I don't think you know who he is, but I wanted to try to get a Goose Goose Duck game going. I want to try to gather some people for Goose Goose Duck. Maybe down in the future, or crab games. I'm gonna try to grab like a good group of people for one of those two. Yeah, that's my plan. But anyway, I will see you guys tomorrow. That'll be my last day of streaming. Hit you up on Discord? Gotcha. I'll gotcha. We'll see if we can time it right. I will catch you guys tomorrow. That'll be my last day of streaming, and then that'll be it for me for a little bit. I'll try to drop some videos and whatnot, but I'm gonna quit yapping. You guys have a good morning, afternoon, evening, brunch, lunch, whatever you guys eat. And I am Outie on Rowdy. You guys have a good one. Bye. And don't murder people. Murdering's bad.